Hello traders, so I have a new tool for you. This is called Kiyotaka. It is Heatmap and Orderbook Depth tool. You also have a few additional indicators inside the tool. What is really great about this is free tool, so you don't have to pay. I think it's going to be free until the end of 2025, possibly even longer. They are still in beta, they are still adding the tools. I don't think it's much better than Tradinglite. Tradinglite is still #1 for me, but unfortunately for the past 2 weeks it's down. The devs, they have the servers in Spain, and Spain went into the blackout, so I think they lost a lot of data. They are trying to recover this, they are updating us, but you know, it's now taking for so long. I don't plan to end using Tradinglite. It's for me #1 tool, but this tool, like for free, is really great. And today I'll be showing you, I made 6 templates. I spent all day tweaking them. I'll be showing you how you can use them. I also rely on your knowledge. You already went over our courses in our Discord, so you already know how to trade with order books and so on. So I pretty much rely you are advanced trader, but even if you are not, I will try to break down some things. Also, excuse my voice, I'm still with sore throat, but I'm winning this battle. So okay, so we should really start. My ideal thing was to show you comparison between Tradinglite and Kiyotaka, but it's not possible. I'm not gonna wait for longer, but I can explain you what I'm missing here and what are the advantages of this tool, because it's also, there are advantages, so very nice. If you want all templates I made, this is really great. We can we can share templates between each other. So I can give you the link, or you can literally upload the file. Yeah. So if you want our templates, you can come into our Discord, just join us with the link, and you will find these free order flow tools. You will find Kiyotaka here, and all tools are here. And also I explained the templates. So let's go into more detailed tutorial. So the #1 template you should be using, if you are serious with trading Bitcoin or other assets, is where we have a spot, where we monitor spot, but also what is fantastic compared to Tradinglite is we have aggregated order books. So we can watch walls at one place from Binance, Bybit, Coinbase and OKEx. I really love this, because I was using, I'm still using Okotoki. It's showing me like even faster, like much faster. I see where are strong order book demand nodes and supply, like demand and supplied areas, where market participants on the passive side are trying to defend the market. So same to the upside, same to the downside. But this is also great, you know, it should be on your monitor. Current settings I'm using is I don't have Bitstamp turned on. Bitstamp is using a lot of stabilization bots. It's not nice to have this turned on, and it's also not so important exchanger, so you can keep it like this. The main thing I would welcome, and I think devs will work on this, they will add more exchanges here, because 4 exchanges are okay. Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, very important exchanges, but there are more in the market, so we should see that. The settings I'm using here is I'm filtering walls from 9 till 70. This is really sweet spot. So I was testing for the Bitcoin when Bitcoin trades above 80,000 up to 125, 130,000. This should be really sweet spot. Why it's sweet spot? Because it's showing you significant walls above 70 Bitcoins will be yellow. So it's showing you already is decent size. 70 to 100 Bitcoin is like a medium size wall, and here like big walls are 200 plus. Okay. Then you have another threshold which is showing you Bitcoin, like Bitcoin walls with around values 45 to 70, so is the green color. And then even smaller walls can be shown here with like dim color, dim purple. It's 45 and less. This is really good as well, because sometimes traders are splitting their orders into smaller walls. That's a very clever thing to do. That's what I do when I'm trading, when I'm trying to take profit in with large order and so on. You can see, for example, this behavior here. Yeah, so around 106,000 you do have, how much is this? 240 Bitcoin wall from all exchanges, but you also have this smaller wall also in front running it. Yeah, so you can view this as an area, not just precise. Sometimes you fill those 2 walls and then you have not enough volume to push into big wall, then you get reaction. So it's perfect, for for this. So this is the template. On some templates I'm keeping Orderbook Depth, but I like to use TRDR for this. TRDR is much better for this. For tools which are working, I'll be showing you what I mean, so you understand what's the difference between paid tools or not. So let's go, for example, I created a new template here as well, basic walls, and then we will turn on. We come here, we need layout, and then I turn on the order book here. Oh shit. Again, I don't know why it was order book depth. Yes. It actually was the first one. Why it was refreshing? Yeah. Okay, good, because those are like very similar. So this goes off. Now this can be smaller, and for me this is much more cleaner. Yeah, I can literally see exactly amount 5 at night bitcoins at 110,000. The steps are also very large. I use very high precision here, so you can go just down to -2. This is better. +4 actually we need to go. Yeah, this is better. So you now see 100,005 is defended by 152 bitcoins. I like it like this. It's very clean, and you see exactly how much is the wall. So now when we come here, it's not very clean for me to see. Yeah, it's aggregating data by 50, but it's still I prefer TRDR in this. But you can keep this on. So we can, I can explain what else you can do here. So in these templates, for example, here you are switching between aggregated data. If I click here, it's gonna switch to one exchange only. You have a lot of indicators here. You can use whatever you like. Some things are added here. The developers of this tool are also traders, so they understand what traders need. So that's fantastic. So you can find a lot of things here. Time frames, we know what they are. You can also watch news. If you switch this, you will watch news instead of the order book. Screenshots here. But yeah, this is pretty much, it's very pretty basic. Some settings over there, but we will go more over the templates. Okay, so this is the first template, should be number 1 to watch for you, as this is no leverage, so you know where are the real spot, and you know where people are buying Bitcoin and selling Bitcoin. These walls, especially if they are big, they are giving us reactions, and not only that, they can put you into range. Like for example, here a lot of sell side is waiting in between 104,000 to 105,000. So today is going to be a bit of analysis as well. So you see sell side, new sell wall is also here. So you see a lot of people are trying to stack Bitcoin and sell in this area. So if you come here, it can cause a reversal. And second option, which is happening fast few hours, is we are ranging. Yeah? And also if you go down, it's pretty easy. You can literally see not much buying in here. So you see not many people buying here. So you can have a larger pullback on very little volume. That's another factor you need to know if you are in short. Yeah, you see the demand is starting here. So the breathing room for Bitcoin today is left in between 104,000 and 101,000. So this template fantastic. Again, this is great. We can see multiple exchanges at this like aggregated. Yeah. So this is template number 1. Let's go to template number 2. This is the most watched pair in the world. Is BTC USD Tether on Binance. We literally call also the execution, because in execution template, the Exocharts, we are executing based on this pair on Bybit, because this is where most volume is traded. You can see some of the sell side already preparing here at the high. So they will be trying to cause swing failure pattern from 104,600. So this area you have equal highs here. So his logical sell side is waiting here. Now I did really clean settings for this template. I put minimum Bitcoin wall at 26. So I eliminate very small walls, and I also have chart cleaner, and the max size for Bitcoin is set here at 169. So it's showing me decent walls, like walls above 200 they will be yellow. Around like medium walls, 156 Bitcoin will be green, and much smaller walls will be, below 120 will be very like light color. You want to see those walls as well, because sometimes again orders can be split into Small orders, yeah, you can see some big traders splitting orders. So yes, these settings I think are really good for the Bitcoin. Again, we have volume here. So yeah, these two templates should be on one of your monitors. Yes, so you can split monitor. Another function of this tool is you can come here and you can actually do layouts. So you can split. This is also, if you don't like watching history, I prefer to watch history because I want to see how old is the wall. If you prefer to watch at one place spot and the second template I was showing you, you can split chart in between two. So this is the most important template for you for futures, for the leverage, and for non-leverage this is the second most important. This is spot, yeah, aggregated spot. So that's another template behind us. I can go a bit to the history so you can see how significant this template is, 5-minute time frame, especially you can see over here, yeah. Oh yeah, now it's showing. As we were pushing from 83,000, you can see how buyers, passive buyers, which were placing very large limit orders in the order books, they were defending any pullbacks. Here the whale was filling 500 Bitcoin walls, so he was getting filled with massive positions. You can see what was happening here, a bit of spoofing again, very large walls, holding market up. Some people were trading it as a scalp. You got another scalp from these walls, and then, but as you were pushing, there are also pretty big buy walls like here, 400 Bitcoins, 430 Bitcoins. So you see, you could be playing with this template. You have like various things you can do, but also continuation trading is easy with this template because you see, you have big traders holding up market structure. They are trying to protect any sellers into it. Again, here super easy long. Even here, one single wall was holding Bitcoin 500 bit. That's very serious on this template. You need to backtest what balls are matter, yeah? I explained that in a group. So that's another really good template. Let's go to number three. So the number 3 template is trying to, like very limited ways, trying to show you what is TRDR showing us, but we don't have bands. We can turn off this. We don't need walls for this template. I will be showing you what I mean. So I will turn off now the order book. We don't need that. We can expand this to the right. And I'll be showing you templates, and this is our main template for the order books. We have 2, and this is the main, and you can see what we have in this TRDR template set. So we have a 0 to 5%. It's measuring limit orders, buy side and sell side, and ratio in between them, 0 to 5% from price. So 5% to the upside, 5% to the downside. And this settings is is aggregated, so it's showing you spot markets and futures together. So you see what's the overall sentiment of the market, and you can clearly see, for example, here we were pretty bullish. We were loading up on longs on this pullback. Sell side was putting us into range, but as we are pushing into the 105,000s in this region, we can see sell side is very strong here. You need like few times more volumes to push higher. So what's the response? What's most likely response from Bitcoin to such order books, to such selling pressure in the order books is going to be range. So, and that alone is giving you advantage to know when it's time to expect the range. Yes, so you can do some shorts, you can do some longs, but you see overall market is on the sell side. Even now as we push, you need a lot of volume. So that's why this first settings is monitoring full market, like many exchanges. Look at that, inputs. It's not even like specified what inputs, but there are like many exchanges. That's now I want to show you. That's a bit of downside of Kiyotaka, but it's not bad as much. You have only few exchanges here, but at least they are the most important exchanges. So Binance Futures, Binance Spot, Bitstamp, OKX, Coinbase, Bybit Futures, and OKX Futures. So you are getting good, like 70% of the market you see here, not 100% as with TRDR. Second option is turn on for the spot market only, so 2.5% to 5%. That's more for intraday setups and also medium time frame to see the pressure. And another final setting here is set for 2.5 to 5%, but this time only on futures. Okay, so very similar to our TRDR template, but you don't get bands on Kiyotaka, so you cannot know what is the ratio. Going into these three is also easier here. So like backtesting and our high probability strategies are done easier from TRDR. For example, blue bands, right? When you reach critical thresholds, you know there is 85% to 90% chance you will do massive bounce and you will go into range. So yeah, so TRDR is much more powerful, but again, this is free tool and it's pretty basic, but you can still backtest this for free and see what threshold matters. What's the current interpretation of the past few days and how it's helping us? So it's futures, so leverage is still supportive. We see far more buy walls on the buy side from leverage, while spot is on the sell side. So if you are buying, you will be buying into the spot limits, spot sell limit orders. So spot is distributing here. It's shown in these two columns. Negative is prevailing. You can see in a 0 to 5% setting, when we come yesterday into the 100k 800 region retest, the spot market also starts to become more like green, more bullish, and the ratio was changing. So you had 1.04 billion on the buy side compared to 900 million on the sell side. So already it was showing you first area of interest here on the spot markets as well. The best setups we get when spot market aligns with the futures, so when everything is same. It's going to be not easy to finish this with my voice, but I will try. It's already demonstrating. So yeah, so we can see clearly, really useful. We can go here just a bit back, so you can see this template like this, like overall market was bullish here, and it was mainly bullish on the futures. They were again providing. I was showing you these big limit orders in previous in previous template, so you can see how they were like trying to push market to the upside. They were stabilizing market. So again, another really good signal. Look at that, we go down. Look how big pressure. You are coming down and the pressure is increasing on the spot. That's showing you like you are not looking for longs. If you are in short, you sit in short, and if you like you wait until culmination, until you reach targets, because it's very bearish when price is going down and the pressure on the spot market is increasing. It means selling market participants in the order books are lowering their sell limits to chase the price to be filled. So it's extra pressure, extra bearish development here. So yeah, very useful template. Try to squeeze as much as you can from this. It's for free, so I really love it. So that's template number 3. We have template number 4 now. So CVD strategies, they are widely used in our group. I never execute trade from CVD, you know that. But when I'm in trade, I'm watching CVD and I'm watching these absorptions to keep me in the trade longer and to book profits more efficiently. And when I see CVD is ending, it's often giving you other side trade. In this very simple template, I made aggregated cumulative volume delta for spot. The first one is spot, so remember the color, and the other one we have only Binance and Bybit, but they are most important exchanges along with CME. They have the yellow color. If you want to see the setup, I already was doing this setup example in the Discord, so I can just show you screenshot, so I don't need to draw. But for example, the utility of this template is pretty crucial, I would say. You can see you are creating pretty big low yesterday, high volume. It was really good reversal, but now you are pushing to the upside. You are coming for the pullback, but what you see if you are in long here, you are seeing there are some really good absorptions happening because the delta of the spot market is making lower low. But if you look at price is not making lower low. It's showing you someone is absorbing market doing pullback on spot market. Yeah, this is bull CVD, and same thing is happening on the perpetuals, where they also touched like the delta touched yesterday delta low, but the price was higher. So both absorptions were happening on futures and spot. This is double confidence for you. If you are long here, fantastic. If you have entry here, it's also great, because the passive market participants are also filling positions, yes, absorbing sellers coming from active market selling or from closing positions, doesn't matter. But the passive market participants were building positions with this absorption. So this is direct example how this template can be utilized. But I prefer to use also I'm just showing you this if you want everything at the same place. But I'm like interpretation of bulls to bear CVDs for me is here still on the main, very old aggregate template. In this, I see it much easier because I can zoom in and then I can draw. Plus, we also have an alternative which is in the TRDR template. So let's go to Bitcoin CVD for Bitcoin. And I can watch it also here, but here is very squeezed together. So if I zoom in, I cannot interpret this well. I need to go to small time frames and it's not ideal. So yeah, I like it here, very simple thing, and yeah, should be useful. So that's template number 4. Let's go to template number 5. More complex template. I like it. I like what they have at their disposal here. So we can turn on this so it's not going to distract you. Like this. So it doesn't matter what pair you watch here. So what we are watching here is these are premiums. They should be at the end, yeah, because I want to go in the order. So order flow is number 5 and premium 6. Okay, so we go like this. Yes, so this template is number 5. It's called order flow 1. You can build more order flow templates, but this one is the most important. It's showing you can hide this. It's already hidden. Okay, good. So it's basically showing you the strongest reversal points in the market, because you are watching CVD here as well. We can lower this a bit. It doesn't have to be like so wide. Because you are watching CVD along with open interest. It is aggregated open interest, so most exchanges available to Kiyotaka are here. We want to see who is filling positions. Open interest is increasing, and delta like CVD is gonna help you to see who is filling those positions. You can see also the volume here. So we have plenty of longs here. We also had some significant shorts, like at the latest move. You can look at here, because when I go to Exocharts, I can see them directly. Yeah, big longs at the lows at the Binance, but I need to go to a 50-minute time frame. Yes, over here, Binance. That's why we combine tools together. We had some longs here, but you can see the prevalent move was done with the negative delta. Negative delta, negative delta, negative, negative, negative. Again, neutral, so some longs and shorts coming together. But this latest move to the downside was coming more from the shorts. This is showing you also the bullish CVD, like very local one, because you see the delta with this move down is already below this low, but we are holding that low, and delta is actually even lower than yesterday low and then this low. So like major shorts are coming here, and I literally told our traders, because some people were taking long from here. It was session naked point of control of just want to show you. I need to use this template, this cleaner session naked book. Today was very like statistical day, where I'll be talking about it more tomorrow, but you were front running session naked pog, you were feeling inefficiency. People were getting long here, but I was warning them. Also, you could see that in this template, we do have a bullish CVD. A lot of shorts are piling in. Once you come into the highs and you take out these highs, you will be doing short squeeze because these people are getting very, very aggressive here. So, and you already see people are getting hurt, yeah, like shorts, liquidations are spiking already almost 5 million. No, like there was also open interest decrease, but then new position arrived. So you see how these things are combining, them together. When open interest is increasing, there is fuel in the system. You just need to identify how many longs, how many shorts, and from which positions. Then you can literally, that's one of the unique ways we can predict where Bitcoin goes intraday. And most traders tell you this is impossible to predict the market. Yes, you can predict market, but you need to use open interest as a first, strategy for that, and then supportive tools. So fantastic template. We do have aggregated liquidations here. You see moves are usually ending when we have huge liquidations, because these are the big pain points, like yesterday low. So you have massive liquidations, almost 26 million in this candle, then and also people getting liquidated at lows, open interest coming down, huge delta selling, and then you reverse, because big traders, when they fill their limit orders, now they fill their thresholds. We've had like when I go to this template again, I just want to show you how everything fits together. Yesterday low is over here, very exhaustive already, 1 billion candle. So 1 billion candle, and the passive market buyers are already filling major positions. So now they have a lot of volume filled, they can move the market to the upside and they will book a lot of profits. So very exhaustive. So this template, that's the main purpose of this template, to watch exhaustive price action and those intraday reversals. Yes, like here another big liquidation, then you move to the downside. Liquidation is also showing you this market activity to the one or the other direction is forced. People, stop losses are getting hit, but not only that, liquidations immediately close your full account in a heavy loss. So push to the upside again with heavy liquidations is giving you higher chance you will reverse part of the move, because it was not supported by like big spot buying, for example. It was forced mainly from leverage pushing to the upside. So again, you want to watch aggregated liquidations along with open interest and along with CVD. As a final and bonus thing in this, we have the aggregated funding rate. Is showing us when market is overheating or no. I can go to 50-minute time frame to show, for example, here we had like you cannot again enter based on just on funding rate, but this supportive tool you want to see. In this area you had negative funding rate, so it could be if futures were shorting more than spot was buying, and in the end it led to the big move to the upside. Okay, so very helpful tool. You can see also here market getting very overheated. Okay, it doesn't mean like you need to crash, but it at least means you can be consolidating to the sideways. So you are having multi-day range. Again, market is positive, but is it crazy? Is it crazy compared to previous? It's just 0.01, so it's not even crazy. During bull mania phases, we have much larger levels. Again, look at liquidations here. Yeah, it was final move when you did 90 million of the liquidations. When you finish the move to the upside, pretty much even from that high we haven't moved to the upside as much. So you see, as market was pushing, this was your maximum pain point. Yeah, so always watch for major liquidations. Once they are done, they can be very juicy opposite opportunity of the move. Yeah, so again, good template. And final template to show you is to show you the premiums. These premiums are supportive when you are already in the entry. You don't enter just based on like execution is completely different to supportive tools which keep you in a trade. I like these 3 premiums they have on this template. I mean, I did on this template. So the first template, first premium, I highly recommend. This is thing I recently find out. I think it can be really useful for us. Okay, it can be really useful. It's showing us ETF premium rate. So it's basically showing us if ETFs are cheaper or more expensive compared to underlying asset, which means Bitcoin on spot markets on all exchanges in the world. So I'm yet to backtest this. But I think it can be like bonus and to use in synergy with Coinbase Premium. Yes. So for example, one thing we can notice in this push from 93,000 up to 104,000, we've had some nice spot demand, but ETFs were cheaper compared to underlying asset. And look what happened to that premium later on, few days later. This was by Sunday. We cannot watch. Yeah, Sunday. Actually, the price was catching up, but it was. You can assume it was not so heavily ETF inflow. Like ETFs inflows were there, but they were not catching up to underlying asset. They can rebalance these positions later. Yeah. Like this was crazy difference. Like here was 7% cheaper, ETF premium rate compared to look at that, the premium or discount of ETF market compared to it's now. Yeah, so yeah, very, very interesting. Market was cheaper there, so you could be, I'm definitely thinking some people are playing the how you call this, okay, I know this word, but you know, when you have a different asset price on other exchanges and they are playing catch up, so someone was playing that. Here, for example, ETFs were at yesterday low and today low. They were more expensive a bit than other like underlying asset on spot. So it's showing you potentially ETFs are actually buying the low. Yeah. So yeah, very interesting. This we need to backtest this again. ETF premium is going into the plus, and they could be on ETFs. They could be buying and preparing for this big pump to the upside. They could be actually unloading the ETFs when you consolidate. So very, very clever. Again, here was discount. So yeah, you need to backtest this. I just found it today and I found it on this tool. So we need to backtest this. I think it can be useful. Other thing we are watching here is Coinbase Premium. So as you have the ETFs inflows and outflows every single day, we have many indicators for that, but you cannot know actual numbers only because there is delay. We get to know ETF inflows, outflows 24 hours later. So for that you have Coinbase Premium. People find out when Coinbase Premium is higher. Like this is just Coinbase. We have ETFs mainly on Coinbase, right? That's their home. So and they fulfill a lot of their orders right on Coinbase with OTC markets and also classical exchange. When premium is higher, people assume the ETFs are also pouring into the market, like it's very bullish. When Coinbase premium is lower, it can mean the ETF inflows are stopping. They can be in distribution mode, or they are even selling. Okay, this is backtested. I think this is more reliable than this premium rate, because I never backtested this, so I need to do. But I think they will be working together. Let's see what is happening currently. Do you see how we are going sideways and Coinbase Premium is staying sideways? You can check ETF inflows also, and they are going. We have inflows, yes. So since past few days we have inflows, so it's positive. So yeah, people are buying in the US. The slight negative territory is coming up here, but nothing crazy. Here was time of distribution when it finally went negative. Again on this push, yes, look at that. Oh, very, very positive. Again here, when we zoom out 50-minute time frame, look, we are consolidating here, but still Coinbase Premium is just positive. Inflows are just, ETF inflows are just coming in, or you can even call it like US investors, yeah. Slightly negative, and even that dip was bought, boom. So very bullish consolidation with positive CME. Now let's have a look on very different market. When this was also consolidation, look at that. This was peak fear. Yeah, look at those outflows. Oof. When they are pushing down based on the Trump news, yeah, like we had so many. Do you see any like a bit of positive here, but nothing crazy? It was still dominating sell side. So you really want to have Coinbase Premium on your side, yes, if you backtest it. So again, big pressures, but you see how it's getting neutral. Yeah, like it got neutral at 84,000 finally, and now we start to see some nice inflows. So US investors are coming in, and then we've got the big pump. So yeah, this is like market sentiment. Market is looking healthy. Market is looking healthy while you have some nice premium. Very, very nice. So I consider this very, very nice. Again, even here was trade opportunity. Just use it as an additional confluence. Final confluence and the indicator we have here is Kimchi Premium. Now I haven't I was not backtesting these like past few months, but in the past when Kimchi Premium was high, it's showing you premium between South Korea exchanges to rest of the world. We know, and I mean no offense, but South Korea they like gambling, and they often represent the most over leveraged part of the crypto market. So if the premium is very high here, people are getting into leverage longs, and if premium is negative, people are getting into leverage shorts. What is actually interesting, you need to backtest this in the history, like big peaks were happening also when this was more happening also in in previous cycle 2021. But you should really backtest this. You know what is interesting? Like these traders are trading better than before. But yeah, you have these other tools like Coinbase Premium. For example, people are shorting now on Korea. So Bitcoin is lower on Korean exchanges. So people are taking profit, they are shorting, and we go to the sideways. We also went down. So you see people sentiment is more bearish on the Korea exchanges. We can also call leverage. So I would not be also surprised if you just push high, for example, and take liquidity from this range and destroy all those shorts. Yeah, so that's one possibility. But what is really interesting, they were getting into very heavily leveraged longs, also in area of 92,000 to 95. So maybe these traders got better. They got better, and maybe this now represents less retail and more institutional trading there in Korea. It depends. We don't know the ratio, but it's really interesting. They are buying, they are preparing, and they captured the buying opportunity. You really need to backtest this. You cannot do sample like I'm just showing you now. Yeah, I'm just showing you. Again, they were buying here. So very interesting. If this is backtested since the 2024, when we had the ETFs, it can be additional confluence for you to see. Because if really smart capital is operating now on South Korean exchanges compared to, it's much more clever traders compared to degens, degenerate traders who are over leveraged, then this can be a useful tool. So this is, again, another template focus on premiums. And here we are. You need to do some backtesting. On this one, and this one I backtested. This is really reliable. We use this in a group for the past 2 years at least. So that's it, traders. I showed you 6 templates. Every single template is very important, and I'm really sure it's gonna be helpful for you. If you want to learn more about trading, you just join our Discord. You will not regret it. And again, if you want these templates, they will be waiting you here in this section called Kiyotaka, and you can just take them from here. Because I want to do a lot for the community. You don't need to be like higher rank in our Discord. I already made and reached all of my trading goals and live calls, so I just want to give back, and I will be showing you some of these nice tutorials for free tools, because I know some of you are on a tight budget, because trading is not cheap. We don't say hobby, because trading is not hobby, trading is profession. But yeah, if you want to push your costs of trading down, then you can you can pretty much build your tools for free. Yes, and you have even more tools to be for free, but this is currently the best free tool I know. Yeah. So thank you for watching, traders, and I wish you a really good trading session. Tomorrow or Thursday I will do normal YouTube video. Thank you and bye.